Hi everyone, I'm Debbie and welcome back to another episode of Full Flavor Nutrition. Tonight I'm going to be trying out a new recipe. It is going to be a pesto meatloaf, so I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Okay, so let's get started on our pesto meatloaf. So before I started filming, I chopped up some carrots and some red peppers just because I like a little texture in my meatloaf. I know that's not for everybody, so if you don't want to use those, that's absolutely fine. If you want to put other veggies in, green peppers, onions, I can't stand onions, so I will never use them in meatloaf. Mushrooms, same thing. But yeah, I just like to give my meatloaf a little texture, so I added some chopped carrots and some chopped red peppers. So I'm gonna add in, the meat I'm using today is ground turkey. You can absolutely use ground beef. You can use a mixture of beef, pork, and veal, which is meatball mix. You can use ground chicken. Really, it does not matter. You can use whatever meat you want to use. So I'm just gonna spoon in some pesto. This is totally store-bought pesto. You do not have to make it yourself, although if you do, God bless you. And I am using about half a jar. This is 1 pound of meat, and I'm using about half a jar of pesto, so about 3 ounces. I'm gonna dump in some Italian breadcrumbs. Again, you don't need a lot, just to kind of keep it together. And I'm putting in some extra Parmesan cheese, even though there's Parmesan in the pesto. You can't go wrong with extra cheese. All right, now for the fun part. Just get your hands in there. It feels gross and icky, but it's the best tool that you have to mix stuff is your hands. So once you get it all incorporated, we're going to add in the egg and probably some more breadcrumbs because this is looking a little loose. Ooh, but it smells really good. That pesto is yummy. This recipe is courtesy of my friend who told me about it literally this week at work, and I was like, I need to try this because it sounds really good, because I love pesto and I love meatloaf, so kind of a no-brainer. All right, so this looks pretty well mixed. I'm just gonna add some more breadcrumbs because it's looking a little loose. So honestly, I don't have a measurement for these breadcrumbs. You kind of just want it to hold together. You can make this in a loaf pan, absolutely. I'm doing mine on a sheet pan. I'm just gonna freeform it, I guess. So you just want something that's gonna hold together. And you don't want to work it too much. You really just want it to come together. Because if you work it too much, then it's just going to get tough. So I'm going to bring my pan over. I have it covered in foil, as you can see, for easy cleanup. I also sprayed it with a little pan spray just to make it easier on myself to get it off the pan once it's done. So honestly, all you're going to do is plop it right on the pan and get any stragglers that you have in there. There's really not much left in there, and there shouldn't be if you put enough breadcrumbs in to keep it together. And then you just kind of form it. Just bring it together. Once you're satisfied with it, we're going to stick it in the oven. And let her cook. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350. I'm going to check on it after 20 minutes and see how we look. All right, guys, look at how beautiful that meatloaf looks. I did cut it open to see what it looked like inside, make sure it was all done. Look at that. It's nice and juicy. Oh, I cannot wait to dig into this. All right, guys, so there's your pesto meatloaf. Done and done. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and if you have any questions, comments, or there's something particular you want me to talk about in my next video, drop a comment or email me at fullflavornutrition@gmail.com. Talk to you later.